It's not that Amphorius is unwilling to head toward the stars. Yet, anyone who even thinks about breaching the firmament would undoubtedly infuriate the gods, causing this land of the living to burn, and an entire nation of mortals to perish. The Eye of Twilight is only one example of this. This is forbidden territory which can never be ventured into. Divine punishment has never been fair. As Akima's guardian, I must do the same. This is a world dominated by Titans, and that order can only be toppled by the Chrysos heirs. Therefore, the only thing that I can do right now is to ensure that the both of you remain devoted. 3 steps, Castris.
Yes, Lady Aglaia.
I shall ask you 4 questions. Dishonest answers will cause the golden thread to vibrate, while truthful responses will not affect the thread. The number of times that the thread trembles is the number of steps forward that the executioner will take. If she isn't standing behind you after all 4 questions have been asked and answered, the both of you will have passed this test. If she is, your journey will end here.
You'll fall asleep amid the warm embrace of flowers and feel no pain. That I can guarantee.
Well then, let us begin. Question 1. Outlanders, why have you come to Amphorius? A truthful response. A step will not be recorded. Question 2. Outlanders, why did you lend your aid to Akima? A response that is certainly full of spirit, but lacking in sincerity. A step will be recorded. Question 3. Outlanders, if the current situation changed dramatically, could you eventually point your blades at Akima and its citizens? Trying to hasten your demise by being glib with your response? That can certainly satisfy your desire. A step will be recorded. Final question. Outlander. An unknown but surging power exists within your body. Are you willing to use it to aid the Chrysos heirs in slaying the gods? Response to a question with another question indicates intense suspicion and resistance. A step will be recorded. All 4 questions have been asked and answered. The golden thread has exposed your hesitations. Regrettably, the both of you have failed the test. While you may be a ray of hope that fell into Emporius, you may also be a threat to Emporius. You leave me no choice but to shut the doors of your fates. For the Holy City, I am willing to bear all the traits that others despise, and use every heartless yet effective trick in the book. Castris, please, give our guests a merciful farewell.
Don't be nervous. Please, relax.
Wait! This story can't end just like that.
Finan?
Not quite, friend. You're still alive and kicking. You've been on Amphorius for such a short time. Even someone as ruthless as Thanatos wouldn't end a journey so hurriedly. Aglaya, as the first local to encounter them, I have some thoughts I would like to share regarding their fate.
Do speak your mind.
When I first met them in the Abyss, I was wary of them as well, and never let my guard down throughout our journey back to the Holy City. However, during the battle to defend Akama, we fought side by side numerous times. The look in someone's eyes in moments of life and death never lies. And I was able to detect the conviction in their eyes back then. That's why I was willing to put my life in their hands. Please believe a warrior's intuition. At present, Akima is desperate for aid, and I am loath to lose 2 allies just like that. Isn't this what Miss Castris believes as well?
Yeah. I'm more willing to view death as a peaceful farewell than a punishment.
I see. So 2 crisis heirs are willing to vouch for you. It seems my actions were too high-handed. Finan, will you fulfill your duty as host and look after our distinguished guests?
Well, I'm not good at formalities. I'll do my best.
Cass, next time, I hope you will express your thoughts openly.
I will.
Now, it's time to welcome the newcomers to the Vortex of Genesis. As you both have chosen to trust these Outlanders, ensure they are adequately informed about the mysteries concealed within. Regardless of your choice, the Chrysos heirs will continue to follow the path in the prophecy. Finan's words have convinced me to make an exception for you. Whether you stay or go after this is for you to decide.
Sorry, should have gotten here earlier. Please, hear me out before you make up your mind. I swear by the honor of the Chrysos heirs here, that your lives were never in danger. Before the interrogation started, Miss Castorus already sent a message to me, hoping that I would stop Aglaya.
Only a select few can sway Lady Aglaya, and Lord Finon is one of them.
Aglaya. She has long sealed her heart in ice for Akima's sake. Maybe this is the price of being a demigod. Standing among mortals, yet still so far from them. One more thing to explain. Let's not worry about that for now. You'll soon find out that Amphorius's deepest secrets are all hidden here. Well, first, kindly look upward. What you see right now is the astral zodiac of the Vortex of Genesis, divided into 12 parts that record the flame-chased journey of the Chrysos heirs. The 12 vacant signs symbolize the 12 titans of Amphorius, while each illuminated constellation represents one core flame that mankind has restored to its rightful place. The generations before us paid a heavy price for that. The journey of the Chrysos heirs once faced immense hurdles and made no progress for a very long time. It was Aglaya and Trebi who rallied the Chrysos heirs from all over the world once again, leading us to re-embark on this prophesized journey.
And they are the only two demigods in the Holy City.
While Trebi, Trian, and Trinon are 3 individuals, I suppose they're considered one single divine essence. In the past, the Titans were the pillars of the world. Yet the prophecy's revelation is that these 12 pillars must be shattered and the world's order reconstructed. But here's the problem. After the fall of the old gods, someone must hold up the broken pillars and fill the vacant seats until the coming of the miracle of Genesis. Otherwise, the entire world will collapse before the prophecy comes true. Aglaya and Trebi have already laid their own gods to rest, making them now both human and divine, as well as the bearers of Amphorius' fate. Bringing down the Titans, retrieving the core flames, and filling the vacant seats. This is the mission of the Chrysos heirs, and I'm following in the footsteps of those two.
Mission?
When it comes to the 12 Titans, no words can describe them more vividly than the whispers within the constellations. Why not step forward and listen to them for yourselves? So? Did you hear it? First time I heard the voices of the Titans, I was just the boy playing with swords, oblivious to the meaning of life. To this day, I still don't know why the prophecy chose me. But I'm grateful for it. Without this journey, I might have already become a wandering soul on the battlefield. All right, that's enough of my story. I want to extend a heartfelt invitation to you. Join the Chrysos heirs and aid us in hunting down Nikador and retrieving the core flame from the Titan of Strife. If you still harbor doubts, I'll do my best to provide you with answers.
Unfortunately, the workings of the prophecy still remain a mystery to us all. The only reliable speculation is that it favors those caught in dire circumstances and bestows miracles upon them.
Legend has it that the first Chrysos heir was born millennia ago. Since then, the Chosen Ones began to walk this earth. Then came the Chrysos War, a conflict backed by the gods, yet one that brought much bloodshed and claimed many heroes. By the time of my birth, the tales of the Chrysos heirs had become more like legends than historical accounts. If there are others called forth by the prophecy, I trust that fate will guide them to us. Armed with courage and unwavering resolve, our quest will begin as soon as Trian locates Castrum Kremnos. Without a doubt, it will be a momentous battle to the death. Prepare yourselves. The path ahead is bound to be perilous, and I won't impose my will upon you. Yet, if you choose to stay, I, Finam, from Aedes Elysiae, will spare no effort to bridge the gap between you and the Chrysos heirs.
Thawing the ice in Lady Aglaya's heart won't be easy. But I will do my best as well.
That's wonderful to hear. You truly are the hope of Amphorius. I've always believed that the journey of the Chrysos heirs is not meant to be the saga of a select few, and that we must unite all potential allies, especially heroic figures like you. Once we triumph in the battle against Nikador, that should dispel Aglaya's doubts.
Lord Finon, our guests seem quite weary. Should we have them return to the bath chamber for some rest?
My apologies, I got a bit carried away. It's been a long first day for you here on Amphorius. Be sure to rest well in the bath chamber. I trust that Trianne will have returned with news about Castrum Kremnos by the time the two of you are fully recharged.
Is that all?
It's still early. Where to now?
I'd love to go in and take a look.
Aggie, this campaign is going to turn out fine, right?
Do not harbor doubt, teacher. As the interpreter of the prophecy for the Chrysos heirs, any uncertainty in your words may undermine people's resolve.
All right. But it's just you and us here. By the way, Aggie, I was actually wondering, when you were in the vortex earlier with them, were you actually going to...
Certainly not.
Phew, that's good to know.
Why even bother to ask? If you were truly convinced of my intent to harm them, you would have intervened.
You sure don't miss a thing. We are just curious. What is really going through your head, Aggie?
Initially, my plan was to use the threat of banishment to test their resolve and perseverance. But I noticed a sense of unease in Castris. She trusted in them and even reached out to Finan in secret, believing I was unaware. Therefore, I took advantage of the situation and changed the threat from banishment to execution to see if the two could remain firm under the most extreme pressure. Simultaneously, it might also strengthen their bonds with Finan and Castris.
Do you have to go to such lengths for the battle against Nikador? That's going to make it a lot tougher for you to gain their trust.
That's not important. You and I will eventually step off the stage and leave Anthorius' fate in the hands of others. That's the future you foresee, isn't it?
Yeah.
The prophecy of deliverance is nothing if not ambiguous. It urges us to defy the gods, yet refrains from providing a clear glimpse of what lies ahead. Right now, it is people's faith in the prophecy that unites them around the Chrysos heirs. Should a time come when their faith is shaken, all will crumble. Hence, we must be prepared. When our task is to craft the armor for the Deliverer, what harm is there if you and I don humble attire?
Eggy, have you noticed? You keep saying you don't believe in humanity's altruism, but your actions are a counterexample.
Perhaps it's because my humanity is distancing itself from me. Another never-ending dawn. How bright is the day, and how long is the night. The golden thread hangs unusually silent today, as if the heavens, earth, and ocean are all holding their breath. Could they be mourning the impending downfall of a titan? Unwinding in a bath sounds appealing now. Would you care to join me?
Let's go, Eggy. When have we ever been able to say no in all these hundreds of years?
Hey, great to see you here.
Entrusting our fates to two strangers? Is this madness or folly?
Maybe both. You should really make more friends, Mighty.
Heroes, your attention, please. Trian has returned with news. For the first time in many years, we have dispersed the fog around Castrum Kremnos and verified its location. The awaited moment has finally arrived for the Chrysos heirs. Our path forward is now clear. Vanquish Nikador, the violent Lance of Fury, and bring the core flame of strife back to Akama to fuel the prophesized miracle. This is an arduous mission, and I must heed the voices of all to determine the best candidates for this campaign. Should you harbor any thoughts, this is the moment to bring them forth.
I, Finan, of Aedes Elysiae, wish to join the crusade against Nikador. Furthermore, I recommend the two warriors from foreign lands. They have fought alongside me against Nikador's double, and I have full faith in their bravery.
I, Mighty from Castrum Kremnos, volunteer to join. Nikador has become corrupted over the years. His pride waning, but his might endures. Victory only lies in assembling a full-fledged army.
I'm willing to join as well, to help guide departing souls and ease everyone's burdens.
I concur with your opinion. Though his divinity has faded, Nikador remains a formidable adversary. Yet, I cannot jeopardize all of your lives in one single battle. As we speak, the Hand of Shadow remains missing. The Eye of Twilight is still coveting our land, and Circes and Orynyx present significant threats, despite their lack of overt hostility toward humanity. Even with two demigods protecting the Holy City, the risk is too great. Hence, Castris, you must remain here. Your place is not on the front lines, and the battlefield is best left to the warriors.
I understand.
As for the two foreign warriors, select one to accompany you, Finan. Placing both esteemed guests on the front line would not be proper.
She excels in wielding a range of weapons, and her flaming lance has quelled the enemy's advances multiple times. Mighty and I are both better at offense, so from a tactical standpoint... Would you be willing to fight alongside us? If you have no objections. Aglaya, the three of us will take on the mission to hunt down the Titan.
Mydemos, Castrum Kremnos was your home. Your people were once Nikador's followers. Yet, you've chosen to turn to Akima and dedicate yourself to the prophecy. Do you swear, upon Kefali's body, to make this mission of the Chrysos heirs your foremost duty?
When Nikador succumbed to madness, they stopped being a god to my people. I will use my wrath as a human to strip that god of their authority. As for the core flame, and that soon-to-be vacant divine throne, if that is the object you desire, you can have it. I have no interest in becoming a replacement god.
How generous! I'm not the type to accept charity, so I'll definitely be the one who deals the final blow through Nikador's heart.
The party that will embark on the expedition to Castrum Kremnos is decided. Finan from Aedes Elysiae, Mighty from Castrum Kremnos, and the distinguished guest from the Outlands. I, Aglaya from Akima, Chrysos heir and the demigod who bears Nestia's divine authority, hereby bless your journey ahead. Trian will open the gate that will lead you to Castrum Kremnos. May the golden thread guide you on your journey and bring you safely home.
Blow, wind, blow! All the way to Cass. Woohoo! Snowy, D, let's fly together!
We don't have wings on our backs, Trian. Can you open a gate for us?
Oh, a gate! Oh, boring. Alright, let's open a gate! Century Gate!
Were you expecting actual city gates? It's true, Trian is very playful, but she's the best gatekeeper at Amphorius. Her Century Gate never fails.
Instead of worrying about gates, why don't you take the time to think about how the three of us are supposed to fend off an entire army?
That's not like you at all, Mighty. Don't tell me you're scared.
Alright, Century Gate! Snowy, D, and newbie little Gray. Get ready! I don't wanna wait, slowpoke!
I'm sorry, Trian. This is a matter of grave importance, so please bear with us.
It is by the will of the gods that you stood on Akima's side in the end. You are Finan and Mighty's companion. So long as they're willing to entrust you with their lives, my trust in you doesn't matter. Go. Stand with the two Crisis heirs. Akima has need of a true god of war. It's time for the mad god Nikidor's reign to end.
Please, come back victorious. I'll pray for you. May your steps be ever quicker than death's relentless pursuit.
Blow, wind, blow! All the way to Castrum Krumnos! Woohoo!
We don't have wings on our backs, Trian.
Oh,
It's true, Trian is very playful.
Instead of worrying about...
That's not like you at all.
alright. Snowy, D. Stand still and listen up. We, Treeby, Trian, and Trinan from Yanisopolis, messengers of the Chrysosairs and the demigods who bear Yanis's divine authority, give, may fate show you benevolence and seal away all paths that lead to dead and throw open all gates that lead to...
It's quieter than I expected.
It's corrupted, but still familiar. This is Castrum Kremnos.
Times really have changed. Even Nikidor's own lands are on the verge of collapse. I haven't seen any sign of Titankin.
If even half of Castrum Kremnos' old might remains, it would mean that a Goliath sent us to our deaths. This is the outer city corridor. It used to be heavily guarded by soldiers. Even with the two of us working together, we wouldn't have made it past 30 steps. Think whatever you want.
Yeah, Kremnos used to be the place every warrior longed for. Kind of a shame you didn't live in that era full of strong warriors, eh, Mighty? If all the heroes of the past hadn't fallen one after another, I wouldn't be the only worthy opponent you have left.
Are you scared? It's still not too late to run.
No, I'm just thinking about the warriors who also braved this very corridor in the past. They all ventured towards the city of the Lance of Fury, all just to set their names in gold. The fortress may be in ruins now, but what we're about to do is no different from what they were striving for back then. Let's go. We'll take back the core flame of strife, or die in Kremnos. Those are the only two paths to glory we can choose from. How does it feel to be home again after so long?
Not here. I lived in the inner city.
Oh, as befitting of the Crown Prince of Kremnos.
There. Once we pass through that gate, we'll be in the Acropolis.
We'll finally see some soldiers roaming about.
They're minions who succumbed to depravity. Smashing them to pieces would be the greatest mercy.
Seems enemies aren't the only things stopping us. This bridge has fallen into disrepair. I suppose even Kremnoan craftsmanship can be unreliable sometimes.
Sorry to disappoint, but the outer city was built by convicts.
No wonder it's so fragile. Maybe these people were taking their grievances out on you.
Doesn't matter. There's no shame in resistance here, whether it's from an adversary or a convict on death row.
Except now, it's stopping the people trying to kill Nikador. It's moments like this that make me miss Treeby's power. Learning and mastering are two different concepts. Without a priest's resonance, an ordinary person would fall into a coma after chanting the first few words of the prayer. But since you volunteered, please be my guest. Amazing! You do have the touch. And it's broken again. I guess even a Titan's power isn't enough to stabilize this bridge.
Just like the soul of a criminal. Fragile.
Stream forth, gleam gold blades. Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
Seek, and you will find.
Look, the gate opened.
Genius. We never would have known if you hadn't said anything.
Let's go. We can take a detour from the broken bridge.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Look! In the sky! That's...
The Blade of Fury. Even if the world lay shattered, it would still hang high above everyone's head.
It's... magnificent.
You haven't seen it at its most magnificent. That's the giant sword Nikador used to destroy Aquila's heavenly kingdom long ago, followed by one city-state after another. It's not just a weapon. It's the faith of the Kremnoan people. Souls who died heroically on the battlefield will further temper the blade in Nikador's hand, becoming a part of the God King's power. Such is the Titan's conquest. Nikador, the Titankin, and the people who have faith in strife sweep away all their enemies. Even in death, they embrace eternal glory.
I think you're exaggerating a little. I can think of at least 3 losses suffered by Castrum Kremnos in the Chrysos War just off the top of my head.
There's no shame in losing to those who conspire and plot in secret. Those weak and despicable individuals are the ones who should be ashamed.
True. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. The Kremnoan people have always been straightforward. They spend their whole lives running to the battlefield. No wonder Zagreus loves teasing you. But that's all in the past. Guess what I'm thinking, Mighty?
Probably nothing good. Keep it simple.
This isn't just an expedition. It's also a battle to determine a victor. Since we're already here, why don't we have a match and fight to our heart's content? Just you and me. Let's recreate the original Kremnos festival. Show me what the grandest fighting competition in Castrum Kremnos was like. Let's gild this expedition with another layer of glory, and compete to see who can kill the most crazed Titankin. How about it?
What's the prize?
The privilege of delivering the final blow to Nikador.
Interesting. I accept your challenge.
I know, Mighty. He prefers to fight alone. There are 2 paths ahead. You and I will take the same one. We won't compete on who's fastest, but on the number of trophies. So we'll each be responsible for our own tally. Don't worry, I won't add her kills to my own count.
Doesn't matter to me even if you do. You don't know the lay of the land. So I'll give you a 10-step head start.
He already thinks he's won. But I won't decline the offer either. Let's get going. Made it! Hopefully the enemies on this side are worthy of our combined might. Finally, opponents who look like they can put up a fight. Let's go! We're going to win this competition!
Joining the attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! Attack detected! Here, try this!
On the still waters of oblivion.
Sets in the seas of blaze!
Let the show begin!
Fight to live!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Sets in the seas of blaze! Attack detected!
Let the show begin! Destiny for oblivion.
Fight to live!
I'll catch up.
Deep breaths!
Detonate!
Until everything burns to ashes!
Still waters of oblivion.
Sets in the seas of blaze!
That's 2 down. Not a bad start. We fought them together, so naturally I can only take half the credit. That's what I call fair play. Don't worry, Mighty is strong, and so am I. Did you see the look in his eyes? He's racked by homesickness, and doesn't want to show it to anyone else. Nothing is more important to Mighty than his people and glory. The city may be in ruins, but Kremnos is still the only place where he can be free. Now that we've sent him away, he can go have a good cry wherever he wants. He's both my friend and my foe. It's always been this way. Working with him always brings out my competitive side.
Why are you just standing there? Giving up already?
What do you know? We're talking strategy here. Let's go. The competition might not be the real goal, but I still really hate losing.